Chinese. It's not like a lot of the. It'd be different if every single Asian person. It'd be different if every single Asian person,
right,
that got fucking beat up during that whole month where they was that whole 2 month span where people, not we, but when people was beating up Asian people because of COVID. It'd be different if they all were Chinese, but not everybody was Chinese. It was probably Vietnamese people. It was Filipinos. It was Japanese. It was Koreans. It was all types of Asians that was getting assaulted just because they were Asian and because of
I agree with that. But where I'm getting at is I'm not talking about the event that happened and occurred. I'm talking about the amount of publicity that it got, the trend, the phrase, the backing of like news outlet and everything, and the push for it to shove it down everything and like make sure people know and heard and understood. I just felt like it was something it was something of a Chinese like propaganda in order to get us away from thinking about them, and so they can slide on with more shit. Now you won't find another more Asian guy than me because I was born in Asia, but I will be the last guy to protect anything that the Chinese people do because they donate a shit ton of money to CNN. They donate a shit ton of money to meet the media. So I don't believe anything that they say.
Just CNN?
Oh, they donated like $300 million to CNN.
Just CNN though?
CNN, yeah, exactly.
No, just CNN?
CNN, yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say you can't really say that because people probably be like, okay, well, a lot of people like CNN.
If you like CNN, you like CNN. But I'm just saying,
I personally don't get my news from CNN no more.
I'm Asian, so I can see through the bullshit. I'm Asian, and I see through the bullshit. And I grew up in a communist country, so I see through the bullshit. So here, I'm over here looking at it with a different eye set than Americans.
Now, me personally, I don't get my news through CNN or Fox or NBC. But I was just wondering, like, do they donate to Fox and them too, or just CNN?
No, not Fox. Not Fox. No, not Fox.
That's weird that they donate to this.
They have ties. They have tie with. The
only reason I asked that because like someone like me, who I guess I'm not trying to make this political. Obviously, I would say I'm Democrat or whatever. So for someone like me, most people I know who are Democrats. Most people, not me personally, like I said, I get my news from other places, but most Democrats go to CNN to get their news. So
exactly. Well, that's
kind of interesting.
It's fine it's fine if Americans.
I'm gonna look into that. Actually,
it's a fine if American Democrats like want to get their news from CNN. That's fine. I'm just saying when
it's
it comes
biased though. It'd be like if you're a Republican going to get your news from MSNBC or Fox. It's biased.
No, MSNBC isn't Republican. It's Democrats. It's only Fox that's Republican.
Wait, MSNBC is Democrat. I don't really watch them, so I just assumed they was Republican.
All news media is all Democrat except for Fox.
Okay.
Yeah, Fox is the only one that's like leaning towards the fucking right.
That would just be like if you was going to get your shit from Fox, it's going to be going to the right. So I mean, that's why I always tell people you should get your shit from outside sources. That's
exactly.
not CNN.
Well, I get my sources from like other places. I like the Hills. But also I don't know.
BBC. BBC is usually or
BBC
NPR.
Straight or Sky Australia. Sky Australia is pretty good.
If you just listen to the shit they talk about on NPR, you'll probably get some good shit. I'd go outside of fucking American
because they come at like a more neutral.
No,
point.
It's not that they come at they 1,000% come at a more neutral.
Yeah.
Like viewpoint. It's not coming from a Democratic. It's not coming from a Republican standpoint or viewpoint. You're coming from the outside looking in. So you're just giving your view on what's going on and whether the Democrats are right or the Republicans are right. You're saying who's right and who's wrong. So yeah, I rather get my news from there because it's less biased. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I still do watch CNN sometimes. Just if I want to like just listen to the news. I'm gonna watch CNN obviously because I don't want to hear the bullshit. Because Fox News, we know they be on bullshit.
They all be on some bullshit.
They do, but CNN and I'm not trying to sound biased, but CNN.
I actually prefer if I
prefer to watch
ABC might be the only one. Okay,
but if I'm talking about
bear.
like if we're going just strictly CNN and Fox News, and I had to choose one, I'd probably choose CNN because Fox News they like CNN they try to like sensationalize it a lot,
right?
But Fox News. Like sometimes they just spew like just straight lies, and it's like, come on, like you guys aren't doing your job at this point. You guys are just fucking everything up. You guys aren't, as the media, you're not supposed to just spew lies and scare the citizens. You're supposed to keep them informed and educate them so they feel comfortable, not scare them. And Fox doesn't do that job. But Fox News specifically.
Yeah, but don't you think it's kind of like good sometimes where if you watch CNN for X amount of time, to just kind of like switch the channel to Fox for maybe like 5-10 minutes just to see
1,000%.
Just to see like the other perspective, and then trying to like analyze that and see if it makes any sense, or it kind of like open your eye to a tiny bit of little thing. I know nowadays with the news, it's not journalism, it's all opinion based. So it's all the news people are just stating their opinion. They're not stating anything that's journalism at all.
And okay, so here's my thing. If you don't what's it called? If you, like we said, you should get your news from outside sources that aren't CNN or Fox. If you don't do that, whether you're Democrat or Republican, if you choose to get your news from Fox, if you choose to get your news from CNN, yes, I believe you should go to the opposite side sometimes and then look what they have to say, because it gives you an open mind in a sense.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna be closed minded just whether you're Democrat, believe in everything fucking Don Lemon says, and then whether you're Republican, you're not just gonna fucking believe everything Sean Hannity says. You're gonna have a perspective from the other side, to like it'll open your mind up a little. Than isn't
it weird? Isn't it weird that like within the last 5-10 years that like these newscaster has such a big voice on Twitter? Like their tweet,
not just even like on Twitter, just such like I wouldn't even say just on Twitter. They just have a bigger platform than normal in general. And I guess people
people are like tuning in specifically for what this newscaster is talking about, and it's a little fucking weird to me that we kind of hold their. It's kind of like we watch our team, and then like the guy talking, you're like yeah, exactly. And then you agree. And then you never even thought about the other team, which is kind of create this whole divide now, which kind of leads to my next question. I know we weren't really going to talk about this, but it's kind of interesting that like, will our country ever have a president that isn't Democratic or Republic? Because I think that's what we need. That's a
good question.
Like, that's what we need. I don't think like we had like what 200 years now, or like over like 100 years or something, to kind of see how this system played out of the two-party thing. I don't think that's what the founding fathers wanted in the first place.
No, that's not. I've learned this. I learned this at AP History in high school. I hope the history books didn't lie to me, but specifically, there's some quote somewhere in the history books where George Washington, I think it was, literally said, we should, as a country, we should stay as a single party system, because dividing the parties will create division in the country. And look at where we're at right now.
Exactly.
So yes, I do believe that we need to go back to a single party system, but the point that we're at right now, it's not going to be that easy. We have to come to a middle ground for both sides.
Right. So
that's the only way that would work. We have to come to a middle ground for both sides.
The hard part is the middle ground. So it's like, how do you come together? Because we gotten so far to a point where it's like we're on such a most people in America, as far as adults, I don't know how kids feel because they're not old enough.
Kids are different. They don't really see the racism and all of this stuff the way that adults see it. They just see their friends.
But as far as the adults who can vote, most people are already in their team. They're already on their little base. You got the base here, you got the base here. Most people already chose their base. And now how do you get this person from this base to come to here, and how do you get this person from this base to come to here, instead of just bashing each other? Because that's what the news does, and that's what our politician. And I hate when Trump or Biden, or I hate when they always refer to the other person's name, then go ahead and state the bar, the bash. You know how like when you battle rapping, like here, this is my punchline, this is my punchline. I hate that. Like, can we just talk about the policies? Can we just talk about the shit that's going on? Could we just talk about the shit that needs to be fixed instead of talking?
Instead of just make the other party look bad or whatever.
Exactly. And then what the journalists do is, if you're a Democrat journalist, you would try to dig up any potholes or any, dirty laundry that you can find from the Republican, and then vice versa. And then you got this whole fucking thing. Now the whole side, everybody's fucking just pent up with, anger, and now there's just no, I just can't see it. I really wish an independent would come through one of these days and make a make a change. Like, I would vote for an independent with a heart drop. Like, no
I wish someone,
I mean, they have to be good,
Yes, obviously. And that's why I wish someone like Bernie would run as independent.
But he's not independent.
I wish he would run as independent.
But Bernie is like, if the left is here, Bernie is like more left.
No, if Bernie runs as an independent, a lot of people will vote for him. And I get, yeah, maybe not on the Republican side, but
then how's that that can't be an independent, because a lot more like super Democrat will vote for Bernie.
Republicans,
not even the middle.
And this might sound
Democrat
biased, but Republicans sometimes don't like people that are on the left, because they want to do shit that benefits the whole country, not just the poor. They want to do shit that benefits everybody, whether you're rich or poor. And certain Republicans want to just do shit that benefit them. I'm not saying that's all Republicans, and I'm saying that's all Democrats.
I'm gonna interject, and I'm gonna say that both side only does what's best for them.
Not everybody on both sides. Well, damn near everybody on both sides. Here's
the thing. There's a
difference between Bernie and other
there's a difference.
Democrats.
There's a difference between the Democrats and the Republicans. The Republicans will come out and straight just tell you that they're not really gonna do this shit, and they're like not really for you. The Democrats will come,
and I don't be mad at that. I'd rather you just say you're not gonna do it than lie.
They're real straightforward.
So I'm not mad at that.
Then the Democrats will come out and sugarcoat everything and tell you that they're for you, and then suddenly, once you realize it, they're not really for you. So on both sides, none of them are for you.
You can't really.
So that's the thing. I was like, one side sugarcoat things, one side doesn't really lie.
But then some people say, well, I'd rather take no evil than any. But sometimes you have to just deal with the lesser of two evils.
Exactly. But
hold on. What are we're like 12 minutes in. Did we even intro the podcast?
No, we didn't.
What is this, episode 18?
Something like that.
Oh my god!
Can't tell me none podcast.
Excuse me, I just burped all into
12 minutes in. We're doing the intro.
Oh my gosh!
You're good. Oh, by the way, let's. Can we? It's not even a plug, but anyways, Howler Head.
Hey, this shit is fire.
Honest review. I've never had a bourbon that tastes so banana-ish.
But it tastes good, though.
It tastes good. It says it's bourbon. It's the furthest from bourbon, but it tastes good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's smooth. It's really smooth.
It's really good. Yeah. We're not
Howlerhead. If you see this, go ahead and
we're not really sponsors, but
go ahead and
we should tag
us and we'll do some more ads. I'll buy some more bottles.
We should tag Dana because he's the official. He's
tag Dana in this. Maybe he'll give us some sponsorship if we promote some more of his shit, because this shit is actually pretty good.
It's good. Is this the only flavor they have?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's weird. The only flavor they have is the banana flavor.
So that's fine. Like,
they don't even have
good.
Like
you could really mix it with like juices, like whiskey. You can't really mix it with juice. Like, you would have to mix it with like Coke or something.
Right.
But because of
you are so
Coca-Cola, not cocaine, you crackheads. But anyways,
some people would be like Pepsi,
but if
you know.
Who the fuck drink Pepsi?
Bro, there's people who.
No, hold on. We're not getting into that. No, fuck that. I'm not even getting to people who drink Pepsi with alcohol are serial killers, and we're leaving it at that.
What?
But anyways, like, you could.
That's a whole debate, though. There's a lot, bro. I didn't know this. Hold up, bro. I did not know this until I was a server and a bartender. I didn't know that. I didn't know the Coca-Cola and the Pepsi was such a theme. There's so many people that will go up, and I'm be like,
you telling me there's people out here getting Jack and Pepsi and Henny and Pepsi instead of Henny and Coke and Jack and Coke?
Yes.
They need to be arrested.
Bro, okay, I didn't know this either.
Oh, we're clipping this, and I'm going to post this, and I'm going to ask people, because who the fuck is getting fucking Pepsi?
Bro, I didn't know.
Hennessy?
I didn't know this. Okay,
that's disgusting.
So when I used to be,
what's wrong with y'all?
When I used to bartend, right, there will be people, because we Marriott is like an official like affiliate with Pepsi, so we only have Pepsi products. Yeah, I know. A little weird. Marriott, get your shit right. Anyways, I do like Dr. Pepper. Is Dr. Pepper Coke or Pepsi?
Damn, you're right. When me and my girl went to the...
It's all Pepsi product, bro.
Yeah, there was no Coke there. I was thinking about it because my girl don't drink Pepsi. And when I was going down there to get a soda the first time we went, there was no Pepsi. I mean, there was no Coke.
Yeah, no. Marriott only has Pepsi products.
It's only fucking Pepsi.
Yeah, maybe Hilton has Coke. I don't know. I've never been to Hilton.
I was like, why the fuck is it just nasty as Pepsi and Mountain Dew?
Anyways, so there's people that will come up and will be like, well, we only have Pepsi product. And they're like, oh, what? Like, we don't want no Pepsi. Like, we only Coke. Pepsi? So
nobody drink no fucking Pepsi.
Bro, but there's some people that prefer Pepsi over Coke.
And what did I just say that they were?
Serial killers?
Yes. They're sociopaths. They need to be put in a mental hospital, and we need to just lock them away and leave it at that. Why are you drinking Pepsi? I don't know. Who drinks Pepsi, bro?
There's a lot of people that drink.
This shit is fucking nasty. And Coke is just as nasty, but it's not as nasty.
Pepsi has Sprite.
No, Sprite don't count.
Brisk?
I'm talking
just the Pepsi.
I'm not talking about Brisk. I'm not talking about Sprite. I'm not talking about
what's the difference?
Nasty ass Mountain Dew. I'm talking about specifically
I can't
Pepsi.
Find the difference.
And Pepsi and Coke?
It's not that big of a difference. It's just fucking soda.
Coke is sweeter. Pepsi is more bitter.
But it's the same gram. It's like 23 grams. 23 or 43, something like that.
Coke tastes sweeter. And I don't like either. I'm not really I'll drink Coke if it's like with Hennessy or something. Like maybe once in a while, like if I just have some Coca-Cola, I'll sip a glass of Coca-Cola by itself. I don't even drink soda like that no more anyway. So yeah, unless it's with alcohol.
It's kind of weird. You never really hear anybody says, "Oh yeah, can I get a Jack and Pep?"
No one likes Pepsi, bro. That shit is nasty. That shit is bitter.
Can we do a poll?
We don't have to do a poll.
Can we do a poll?
Any normal
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the case. Bro, I've witnessed a lot of people who said they're Pepsi fans.
My mom drinks Pepsi, but she also drinks Coke.
All right, there you go. There's one in the family.
But she also drinks Coke.
Bro, now after this, you got to do a poll because that'll figure a lot of things out. Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Pepsi lovers. I'm positive.
If it's anybody I know that likes Pepsi, I'm gonna just unfollow them.
What if you say your girlfriend don't like Pepsi?
No, she likes Coke. So
I mean, fiance.
Yeah, my fiance likes Coke. So
okay. I don't know what Nicole. We don't really drink. When it comes to soda, I'm not that picky.
I don't drink soda like that no more. And if I'm a soda drinker, I'm just gonna drink like Sprite or Fanta. I like more like the fruity sodas, like the Sprite, the Fantas, the Cactus Coolers.
The Cactus Coolers are fire.
I don't even drink that shit no more. I'd rather just drink like juice or water. I
like the orange Fanta the most. That's the best one. Orange Fanta is the best.
The soda's bad for you, so I try not to drink that shit no more.
That's true. It's a lot of sugar. I didn't understand how much.
I say that, but then I drink a lot of beer and alcohol and I smoke. So,
but beer doesn't have sugar. Does it? Does beer have sugar?
Does this have sugar?
It fucking surely does have sugar.
Okay then. So what the fuck makes you think that beer don't have?
But beer isn't sweet. I could be wrong. I'm not right about a lot of things. I could be fucking wrong. Just like the Heat versus the Bucks, because the Bucks are up 72 against the Heat with 53. Huh? 72 to 53. Oh my god.
It don't have to be sweet to have sugar in it. Like it don't have to be super sweet to have sugar in it. I mean.
Okay.
It can have sugar but still be overpowered by the other spices. Like if talking about like not specifically like soda or the shit, but
you know what I've noticed? You know what I noticed? America consume a shit ton of sugar stuff here. I don't think, like, when I was in Vietnam, we don't really have that much shit. Like, we don't really eat dessert that much. And also, we don't drink that much soda. Like, the amount
I don't drink
the amount of soda is
bad for you, bro.
Consumed here?
There's too much sugar in it.
Right.
And, I mean, shit, beer is bad for you. Like, I got a fucking...
You know what's worse, though? It's the people who order diet soda and believing that
shit is
fucking
better
stupid.
Just drink a fucking water or some and juice not even that good for you because juice
is sugary as fuck too.
But if you're gonna drink, you better off drinking juice than soda. If you want to drink some unhealthy shit, don't drink no fucking stupid ass diet soda. You look stupid as hell.
No, there's a lot of people who ever, like, if you work in the food and beverage industry, they're just like, yeah, can I get some Diet Coke or whatever? And you're like, okay, yeah. And then they go, yeah, I can't have none of that sugary stuff. And I'm like,
the sugar in Diet Coke.
Like, Are you fucking kidding me? You're ordering soda, regardless if it's diet or regular. Like, it doesn't really matter. But a lot of people who order diet soda actually believe that diet soda is the answer to having their like cope mechanism against having regular soda. And I'm like, that makes no fucking sense because it's not that much difference.
Not exactly. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Soda's bad for you. That's what we get in that right there. Soda's bad for you. Don't drink it.
Yeah. All right. Another poll. Another poll I would like to have. It's a little interesting, but the question is: is your significant okay with you watching porn?
Is your significant other okay with you watching porn?
Yeah, I've tried to look this up. I try to study it. There's no exact pinpoint stats.
What did you find?
It's all article based. Like, just all articles. Like, I can't find like a poll or stats because I don't know the percentage of females that are okay with their men still watching porn while they're in a relationship.
I think it depends on the female. Because, I'm pretty sure my girl, yeah, I watch porn from time to time. I don't know what to say, man. I watch porn from time to time, man. But I'm pretty sure, like, my girl knows I watch porn. But, she don't care. She don't necessarily like it, but she don't really, I won't say that she dislikes it, but she doesn't really,
right.
She doesn't care.
Have you ever had like an ex-partner that isn't okay, that is like, that gets super defensive and get mad if you watch porn?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. And what did you tell that person?
I'm gonna watch porn.
That's it?
The fuck? This was in high school. This is the only other chick I actually dated in high school. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's kind of weird. That actually happens a lot.
I just found how to beat my dick. You think that because some girl told me not to watch porn, I was gonna stop watching porn? I laughed at her. I said, "What are you talking about?"
No, that's true. Like,
you want me to cheat?
Right. Actually, is that even a good comparison?
No, it's not a good comparison.
It's not a good comparison at all.
But like, what do you want me to do?
That's true.
Be my dick if I'm horny. I'm a dude. I'm sorry.
No, what I noticed? I had a few ex that were not fucking okay with that. Were actually super against me watching porn, and I'm like, yo, there's really nothing wrong with it, because like, there was a while where, once you first start fucking as a dude, obviously you had the issue of coming fast, right? Any guy who'd say, I last 3 fucking hours and I last very long, we had sex all night, you're a fucking liar, okay, my guy? Don't fucking lie to me. Shit. Even it's now, just guy talk here, okay?
I got like a good 10 minutes in me. That's about it.
Yeah. Bro, I fucking hate when dudes try to brag about how long they last. I'm like, bro, I know you don't have to lie about this.
Bro, it's okay, bro. Yeah. I only got 10 minutes. That's all I got. I'm sorry. After that, I'm tired. I got to go to sleep at some point. What do you want me to do? So, hey, I got 10 minutes.
You got to eat it until it's done.
I'm hungry. I'm not doing all that. Let me phrase that. Obviously, with my girl, yes, I do that. But
yeah,
if I was single, I'm not doing all that. What are you talking about? You got a good 10 minutes. You better figure something out in 10 to 20 minutes. After that, you're on your own, because it's gonna come whether I want it to or not.
No, okay. So I was gonna say, in the beginning, it was
it's different. Obviously, in the beginning, with my girl, obviously, I do stuff.
Well, I don't know how you were. You can say it, but in the beginning, I was like trying to find my rhythm, right? I was trying to find what worked and what didn't work, and like how I could last and how I could like not, come fast, and how I can, still perform. And for a little stink, like I found that like if I knew I was having sex that night, I would like maybe jack off in the morning, or
that shit never worked for me.
Bro, that shit worked for me.
When I would do that shit made it worse.
I just kept on doing it, like just like as I'm showering, I'm trying to get it out the way and get it done with, and you just get it over with. It fucking worked.
I realized I would try that shit, and that shit never worked for me. It shit makes me finish faster than if anything.
But you still produce the same amount as cum?
Yes, and that's you don't have to say come on YouTube, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying YouTube's gonna like strike us, but like,
no, I think they're all right as long as you, as long as we don't talk about vaccines, they're good.
But with me personally, I realized that to help with, I guess, my duration during sex, I have to be more like, personally, I'm not in shape right now, so like I said, man, I gotta get. Yes, that matters a lot.
So are you saying
when you're not in like I'm not just talking about like looking good. I'm talking about stamina, like everything.
Yeah, like you worked out
when it comes to being in shape
and all. Yeah,
yes, okay.
I didn't know
that matters a lot.
I've always been a skinny guy.
No, when it comes to your endurance down there, it matters a lot. I'm not talking about just being fat. I'm talking about just strictly being out of shape. Like I haven't worked out, and so from when I broke my leg 3 years ago to now, like I haven't consistently. When I was younger, when I was 19, 20. 21, I would work out consistently like 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
Now I probably work out like once a month, if that.
Yeah.
Once a week if I go hoop. Like I don't like I'm not in shape.
Right.
If I was in shape, I'm pretty sure my sex like endurance and all that shit would be a lot different. But I'm not in shape right now, so that all that shit does play a factor. And then when you drink and smoke and do shit like that, that plays a factor too. I thought
all
that shit plays a factor.
I thought,
and people don't understand that.
But I thought when you drink, you last longer though.
No, that's not true for everyone.
For me, it does.
But scientifically, drinking and smoking, it shortens your endurance when it comes to sex.
Right.
Because it obviously both of them would increase the sensation. So if they're increasing the sensation, they're making you finish quicker because it feels better.
At a certain point of being drunk, I don't think the sensation hits you as hard as if you were sober.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying me. I'm not gonna be able to say for most guys and how most guys feel when they in. But yeah, and also I think another thing is the girl that matters. Like if you
that too. Also depends on what girl you're with.
Right, and if you care for them or not, because I feel like that matters. That was a simpy comment, huh?
Care for them was like a PC way of saying if it was fire or not. Was that what your way of trying to say that?
No, care for them. It was actually like, oh, do I actually plan on being with this girl or not? Or
I don't think
just
that matters
a one night thing.
I
don't know. Okay, I'm a little weird. I can't.
You could care for someone and still like 30 seconds.
No, I'm a little weird. Okay, this is weird. I found this out. I'm a little weird. Well, if I ever had like a one night hookup or something like that, I don't last long. I can only last long if I actually like want to be with the girl. It makes zero sense. I've gone through. That's true. I've gone through the hookup nights, and I'm like, yo, it's not even like it's good and I'm coming fast. It's just like I can't hold it. But it's not like a good thing that I can't hold it.
I feel like me personally, it would just depend on like the girl I was with, like when I was single, like on those hookup nights. Like sometimes it would just, I'm not trying to like, I'm not trying to say what they'll use those words, but obviously like if it was fire, then hey.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't, then what do you expect? I'm not gonna just
be
a 30-second man if it wasn't that good.
That's true. But for me, it's more like a drive of willing to keep this up and willing to like satisfy her longer. I'm only willing gonna do that if I care about it. If it's a one night stand, I'm just gonna get my shit out the way.
Yeah, if it's a one night stand, I ain't shit. So personally, I'm gonna just be I don't give a fuck if you finish or not. I'm just trying to get my shit off.
Well, actually, no. Actually,
I don't know, man. That's just me personally.
If that's the thing, like I do, like if I do finish early, I do feel bad. Or
I don't.
I don't give a fuck. I feel bad. I will probably eat for another 15 minutes until she comes.
Well.
Oh, you fucked up. I've done that.
Oh well.
I've done that.
Sorry. I came too fast. Sorry.
I've said sorry and like got down and start eating for.
I said sorry and then
I do that now too. Like I would eat for
Okay, you have to
10 minutes.
TMI, but okay.
But the thing is okay. The thing is, you gotta make the girl come somehow, some way. If you nut fast, you gotta do it in another way. If you don't nut fast, then
with my girlfriend, or with my fiance.
Yeah, but you can't have a bad review on your Yelp account.
Do you understand that women? Oh my gosh, I almost called y'all the B word. You don't understand that women do not give a fuck about bad reviews. If they want you, they're gonna want you.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, you gotta put in.
No, it is. That is true.
But you can't be unfair and selfish. You can't not finish the job.
I'm not saying on the other end. Okay, I get that. I'm not saying I'm just like that, but what the fuck they gonna do? They can't go off of what another woman says. They want to find out for themselves.
But okay, but what if you really like the girl, right? And it was the first night, so you didn't really put your all into it, right? And now she ain't fucking with you anymore, and she's not talking to you because you didn't make her nut. I mean, you didn't make her come.
Same thing.
What do you mean, same thing?
That's the same thing.
How
no,
is
I was saying another come. You could show.
Oh, same thing. Yeah. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's only gonna benefit you because if you do want to come back,
obviously,
then you have a good review and a good follow up.
If you're trying to come back, I'm talking about if you just try to get a nut. If you just try to worry about yourself.
But the thing is, most of the time, in the moment, you don't really know that this is just a one nighter or not. It can't.
That's true. Like
because after it ends, you can be like, oh, actually, I wanted another one.
That's why I always tell myself, if I knew the shit that I knew now at 25, that I would have known at.
You're 25. Oh shit, yeah, you are.
If I would have known the shit that I know now at 25, that I would have known.
Sound like you old, like I'm 30.
No, compared to what I known at fucking like 18 and 19.
You weren't even in at 18 or 19.
You don't know what I was doing when I was single. First off, nobody.
I know you since like.
That don't mean I just expose the shit I do. I'm not like you. I don't just talk about the women I encountered. I'm not as open. So
I'm not like real loud about it, but I'm open about it.
Like, you don't know what women I encountered. But anyways, if I would have known the shit, I know that like 18, 19, and 20, 22. Because when I was 20, I was still the beginning of 20.
Well, you only had like what, 3 relationships?
No, I had like 2 serious relationships, like actual relationships. The rest of the time, I encountered women. They weren't really relationships. But anyways, like I said, if I was doing the shit I know at like 18, 19, and 20 that I know now when I was single, yeah, I probably would have been. I mean, hey, sorry. What do you want me to say, man?
I'm sorry, you didn't finish it. You
would have been fucking running through.
Oh, you bragging right now.
I'm not saying I would be. I'm not bragging. I'm not saying I don't. It's not a guarantee, but I would know more. Like, I know more than I know back then when it comes to like women. Especially being single, when it comes to like the signs that they give off and stuff.
I was a bitch back then.
I wouldn't say I was a bitch. I was just oblivious.
I feel bad for like the first 3-4 females that I was.
I was just oblivious. I didn't really catch the signs and stuff like that when I was younger. But now, like,
yeah, that's hard. That's hard. As a man, you're coolest until you're not.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no in between. You're like, I don't know shit, and then I do know shit. But then when you do know shit, you're like, oh, it is a little too late now.
Exactly.
You know, I get where you're coming from. Yeah, we a little dumb when it comes to signal. We don't catch the signal very well. Catch them.
I don't, and like, especially if you're doing like stupid hints. I need you to, like, for example, my girl, my fiance, she was straight up with me. She asked for my Instagram. I didn't ask for her Instagram. She asked for my Instagram. So at that point, I'm like, okay, you asked for my Instagram. So obviously you're not just asking for my Instagram so we could study together. It's obviously for another reason.
Wouldn't that be more serious if she asked for your number rather than your IG? Because a lot of people use this IG as like I do want to have some kind of contact, but I don't want you to be in my personal contact.
Okay, so
because that's what Nicole did to me.
So here's what happened. So she asked for my IG. We follow each other on IG, and so then I tried to bait her. Like one day on my story, I just like posted like my Snap thing. And then she just randomly added me on Snap. And then after that, we started talking. And then like that second day after she added me, I finally got her number. Right. So like within like a week, I did get her number, but she wasn't trying to be too thirsty, I guess. She wasn't trying to just straight up ask for my number. Because me, I'm stupid. I didn't know that she was like into me. So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I just thought she was just being friendly. And then she asked for my IG. So I'm like, okay, maybe she do. I'm like, okay, she probably think I'm cute or something, but I wasn't like trying to be like a douchebag or cocky about it. So I was like, I'm just let it play out. And then I was like, let me just post my Instagram. She followed me. I mean, my Snapchat. Then she followed me on there. So I was like, okay. So she actually didn't want my IG just for no reason. That's different than
when it comes to me. I need more signals than that.
Well, it took all that. It took all that. It wasn't just the IG.
I'm like a reassure guy. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, not enough. A little bit more reassurance.
Well, that was the whole point of me. posting my Snapchat and my story. That was the reassurance. I was like, if I post, because she didn't already have me on Snapchat then. So I'm like, if I post this Snapchat, my Snapchat and my story, because most of the people, I don't have a lot of followers on Instagram. It's usually just people that I actually know.
Right.
Besides like celebrities and athletes.
Right.
It's usually people that I know. So if I'm posting my fucking Snapchat and my story, it's obviously for people that I know to follow me. So I'm like, at that point when I post it, I'm like, okay, if she follows me,
right,
then she's following me not for the reason just to be my friend. It's like so we can be more than friends.
You reading into it early. Like I don't even.
Well, I grew up with females. I mean, with women.
Huh?
I grew up with women. What are you talking about? I mean,
I don't know.
My parents were divorced. I grew up with my mom and my sisters.
Like these day and age, you can't really take a follow and you can't really take a phone number as too serious. Like they can really. Man,
you can tell sometimes.
Man, I've got friend zone. And I was like, fuck, I thought I was in second base.
But if you ask,
and then I was friend zoned.
Okay, but if you randomly just walk up to me before class and ask for my Instagram, and then nothing comes out of that, and then I put my Snapchat in my Instagram story, and I get the alert that you follow me on Snapchat and you didn't follow me before, yes, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to start using my brain, my stupid thick ass skull. I'm going to start using it at that point and be like, okay, maybe she's into me.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's not like this all happened at once. This is like over a week span.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
It'd be different if it all happened at once and I didn't do nothing. Then I'm stupid.
That makes more sense. No, I'm clueless. I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, to be honest, I've been with Nicole for actually our anniversary is in like 9 days.
This man didn't even know that. Oh my Lord.
9 days or 10 days. No. I'm trying to see if there's a 31st in this month or not. There is a 31st. So 10 days. May.
Are we in May?
Yeah. So it's May 30 and May 31st. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're about to be like 2 years, but then we like kind of dated like a little bit longer than that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm out the game for so long, and also like I'm like really clueless when it comes to that shit. I'm not really smart when it comes to that shit, so I really don't know if a female's interested or not interested. I don't even know what it's like anymore.
I feel like I picked up on it more because like being with my girl for so long, we go out a lot. Well, more recently now, not when we were first dating, but more recently now, like we go out on dates and stuff, and she picks it up before I do, and she'll be like, okay, this girl. Like, we went to this restaurant recently, and, like, I was looking the waitress in the eyes, like, just randomly order my food. But she just batting her eye. Like, you know how, like, when girls try to, like, bat their eyes at you to try to, like, look cute. Like, she's doing that the whole time, and I'm paying no mind to it. Right. And then she walks away, and my girl's like, oh, she got a crush on you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you see how she looked at you? So I like kept that in the back of my mind when she came back, and I'm just like looking at her in her face. I'm like, yeah, she's just like, she didn't look at my, like, if you're my girl right now and we're sitting at the table and the waitress is right here in front of me, even when my girl was ordering, she didn't make eye contact with her at all. She was looking at me the whole time. I'm like, okay.
Whoa. I think most of us aren't fucking dumb enough, and if you are dumb enough,
I am dumb though.
No. I to my point is like, I think a lot of us when we are in relationship already, like when I go out with my girl and when I'm like by myself, I don't acknowledge other females.
Yeah, I just have tunnel vision.
Yeah, like like you know, like no, I don't see nothing here. There's nothing to look at. All right, and
all I see is you and that wall,
right?
There's the bar over there to get drinks.
I don't see nothing. There's nothing to see here. Okay, there's nothing. You know, because like once a man already like kind of put that mindset of like, yeah, no, I'm with this girl and I'm gonna be with this girl, we don't start paying attention for other shit. Like we don't like wander around like that. And especially like when a girl is there, like we're like, no, like there's no like, and even if they're not there,
I'm not trying to deal with that when I get home.
Right. So it's like, you know what? Like I made a lot of mistakes before, and I've gone down that path of doing the wrong choice, and it's it's not worth it. Like it's not really because, and over the time you're only like hurting yourself by being immature and like being in a relationship if you're not fully committed. And I think if you're not fully committed, why be in a relationship?
Yeah, and it took me a while to learn that too. I had to do a lot of growing up with like even in my recent relationship, I had to do a lot of growing up in the beginning. So I can attest to that.
If you
can't be in a relationship unless you're fully committed.
And then if you happen to be on the receiving end like, you know, getting cheated on, you're like, yo, there's no way I'm ever gonna put this person in the same in a situation where I was put on. So that's another thing. I think I don't even want to say it's good to get cheated on or but I think it's a learning lesson that you can take away. Because like if you do cheat on, like eventually karma will come back and bite you in the ass. And I believe in karma like cold-heartedly. That shit will come. And it will come at like the most unexpected moment.
Exactly.
And it will leave you looking stupid. Like I remember standing at a gas station in the middle of nowhere looking stupid, So that's so when you come into another relationship, like you just kind of have to take those like thing into consideration. Unlike that one dude where, remember the last reunion we met, a random homeboy that we met in the middle of the street? I don't know, you remember.
Oh,
the random guy.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, the random guy. It was the craziest story.
Drink and homeboy was like he broke up with his girl or something.
Right, bro. I never. It was weird. We met him. He's like,
I know COVID is going on. I'm not trying to drink with you.
Right, no. What was weird? That he was like, I'm fucking mad. My girl broke up with me, and we're like, well, what happened, bro? He's like, I don't know why she fucking broke up with me. I'm fucking mad. All I did was cheated on her, and me and Henry go.
I was like, well, that's why.
What? You cheated on her. What you mean? He's like, I don't know. That bitch just got mad. Like, I'm fucking frustrated. Let's go out and have a boy night. Let's drink. And then Henry just like tag on some stranger to us. And then he goes.
He couldn't even. Thank God he had his dog.
Yeah. No, but he came in for a little bit. And then he tried to talk to some other girl at the bar.
But he wasn't going to stay because he had his dog in the car.
Yeah, he had I see. It's those like I think he looked older than me. I think he might have been like 26, 27.
He was not older than. Well, I'm 25, and Henry and Eddie are.
But he looked older than me.
26.
He looked older than me. But all I'm saying is like I think a lot of us, a lot of guys still like even though they're old, like have that weird mindset where it's like, yo, like. Why do you think it's okay that like she broke up with you because you cheated? Clearly there's a reason as to why.
Once you do something like that, that's her choice whether she wants to
exactly
leave you or stay with you. That's her choice. That's not your choice. You don't get to make that decision. That's the woman's choice at that point. Or even if it's vice versa, like whoever the victim is in that situation when it comes to cheating, that's their choice if they want to leave or stay. You don't get to choose that. You don't get to be upset at that choice.
But you know what? When I see a
guy, they leave or stay, you don't get to be upset because you the one that fucked up.
When I see those kind of guys, like now, like that I'm older, that I can like analyze a lot more things. When I see those kind of guys, like I think those guys are like not like the healthy kind for relationships. Like I can see that he's an aggressive type of person because he was getting aggressive. And I didn't like it. It was getting me uncomfortable, and it was just like, yo, like you're wrong, but you're still aggressive towards the reason.
If you're wrong, like you have to accept that you're wrong, no matter what happens in the situation, whether the chick stays with you or not. You have to accept that you're wrong. You fucked up. You can't fucking be mad if they don't want to be with you no more. Because if it was the other way, see, the thing men don't understand, like. If we cheat on women, we just expect that they're supposed to just stay with us. But if it was the other way around,
then we get off fucking mad, furious, walking around trying to find the guy.
Our egos are bruised and shit, and we basically want to leave them because all of a sudden they're a hoe or whatever. But they can't just make a mistake like how a man did, how we would say we did. We made a mistake supposedly.
Yeah.
If they can't make that same mistake, then we have to at least give them the right to, if they don't want to be there.
Right.
When we fuck up.
It makes no it makes no sense. It makes no sense to me why some guy think that way. And it goes the same.
That's an older thinking back then.
Right. And
back in the days, and that's how it used to go.
And it even like goes to this point where it's like the guy would go out and have boys' night, and he will be like trying to have his like single moment and trying to have like fun without the girl. And then like that same guy would get mad when the girl go out and have their girl night and not like, and it's just, I always fucking see that. And like, not gonna lie, I'm not gonna drop any name, but I see my friends do that too. And I'm always like, yo, like if you're gonna be like if you're gonna be going out and having fun with us or whatever, like you gotta be okay with your girl doing the same shit.
Yeah, you can't be mad at your girl going out.
But
especially if you go out with the homies, like
there's a lot of.
But I'm not saying like going out with the homies means that you're gonna do some unfaithful shit. But you know when you go out with the homies, it's a guy's night. Even if you don't have to be talking to chicks. I'm not saying anything like that. But you might look at a chick here or there. Like it just happens. You with the home?
Nah, I don't.
It is all of a sudden he's just the most. Like he's just so perfect. No, it happens. You act like you've never been to a fucking bar and when you was with the homies and it was just all the dudes, the guys night, and you seen a chick and everybody in the group was looking at her talking about it. It don't mean you was gonna go fuck her.
Yeah.
It don't mean you fucking was being unfaithful. You just happen to look. Yes, that happens. But
it's a glance.
But if you can do that, why can't your girl go? I'm not saying that your girl's gonna go do that with her girlfriends, but why can't she
do the
go
same
out
thing,
and have a girls' night with her
girlfriend without you like blowing up her phone and be like, where you at annoying. And shit like that and be annoying.
You can't be annoying if you're doing the same thing.
That's I don't know.
Toxic. And I'm toxic. I'll admit I'm one of the most toxic people. You can ask my girlfriend. I'm probably
I've witnessed it. I know you that type.
I'm probably one of the most toxic people. I'm working on it, but I'm still toxic. And I'll admit it, but I don't do shit like that. Like if my girls out with her friends, I'm not gonna fucking.
Have you gone through like a heavy toxic relationship? Because I think
my first one, the one that, if you know me, you know what my first relationship was.
We don't need to name.
Yes, it was the most toxic relationship I was ever in my life.
But at what age you were? Like 16, 17? Like
yes, I was 16, 17.
Yeah, no, 18. I don't think it's different. Like after 21, the age of 21.
After that, no, I haven't. If I was in any toxic relationship, which is probably, I'm not saying my relationship. If I was the only relationship I've been in after I was like 21. 21 is the one I'm in now.
Okay.
And no, I was not toxic.
Okay.
I mean, no, it wasn't toxic. If it was any toxicity, it was coming from me.
Okay.
If anything.
I think it's a huge difference when you're like in a relationship, a super toxic relationship after the age of 21, because there's bars and clubs and all that. No, I'm saying it adds it.
You don't want to be with me.
Because it adds a big factor in a lot of things.
Because see, I'm straight up. Like, I'll be transparent. Me and my fiance have gotten in arguments, and there's been times I'm like, if you don't want to be here, you know you can leave, right? I'm not forcing you to like. I'm not forcing.
I said that a few times. Nicole hated when I said that shit.
I don't care if you hate it. It might be it might not be the truth. It might be me just being an asshole or calling your bluff. But like, I'm an adult at this point. Like, I don't. At some point, we either got to be adults and try to just whatever the problems are in the relationship, just work them out.
Yeah.
Or if not, then like even with me and my girl, even I'll use me as an example. Even
wait, hold up. What I was trying to say is that if you've been in a toxic relationship post age of 21 and then coming out of that, I think your demeanor and your level
it changes
because I was and I've got out. And like now that I'm
experienced it.
I've experienced. I've seen it. Yeah, I've
seen it.
With like,
I experienced it firsthand with you and Henry.
Yeah. So like once you got out of that situation, and then your next relationship is gonna be in like you come in with such a calm, cool, like headed level. Like I don't get high.
You come in more humbled.
I don't get high and I don't get low. Like I try to stay in the middle, and I think it's good for a person to go through a toxic relationship in their adulthood. Now, the hard part is to get out of it, because like once you're in a toxic one, sometimes like if it's on back and forth, it can seem like a fucking roller coaster that never end. But once you finally get off the fucking ride and hop on the new one, like you become a different person.
And I guess that's true. And I feel like if I use my relationship for an example, me being the toxic person, like I'm not bad. Like I'm toxic, but I'm not like fucking like a fucking.
Yeah, we get it.
I'm not abusive or like fucking, toxic, but I am toxic.
Yeah, you're gonna talk some shit,
But me just realizing that myself and realizing that in my relationship and realizing my own flaws, like it's helped with our relationship and it's grown, because if I realize obviously I'm not saying my girl is perfect. Obviously she probably has her flaws in our relationship, but she obviously works on it more than I do.
Right.
So with me realizing my shit and working on it,
it makes the relationship so much better because I realize that I can admit that I'm the more toxic person. Like I'll admit that to my girl's face, and she'll admit it too. Like she knows.
I think that's a good trait.
I have no problem with admitting where I'm wrong or where I'm at fault. That I have nothing. That's the part of being an adult. That's the part of me personally.
And I think that's a good trait because like you can say like there's a lot of people that can't just sit there and look at themselves in the mirror and admit some wrongs. And that's a hard thing to do for some people.
And here's the thing about that. I hate it. Like I'll go times and I'll sit down and I'll self-reflect and I'll look at myself in the mirror and I hate it. And it hurts. Sometimes it hurts. Like it's not that it hurts, but you hate it when you have to look at yourself that way. But especially if you know that you're fucked up or if you're being fucked up, you have to, because that's the only way you're gonna correct yourself in a sense. Like you get me? You're not gonna correct yourself if you just think that you're just this perfect person that you can never do no wrong. You have to you have to notice your flaws and you have to embrace them and try to change them.
And that's a hard thing to do for some.
It is hard.
Like I'm gonna say,
I won't say that.
I can't speak for the women's side, but that's a hard thing to do.
As a man, it's hard to do. It's hard to do because men, we have egos and we have pride, and you have to put your ego and your pride aside in order to self-reflect and embrace your flaws.
And I think we seen like friends in the past or whatever. I think for our group now is a little different. We all us five are technically like in a
6,
marriage.
7. Yeah, but we've all fucking
we've been through it, and we're like all basically married now.
Yeah, we've all matured.
But like maybe like 5-6 years ago, we can see that trait in each other and maybe other friends. And I think there's some guys now that are my friends. I'm not gonna name who, but I can still see that trait. But I can understand it because they haven't like grew out of it. It takes a lot of growing and progressing in order for a man to like grow out of that.
And I have friends like that too. But I would say like my closest friends, like you and Eddie and all them, and then all my other close friends that I hang out with, DeAndre and all them. Like, I would say that it's a good thing that the people that I know that I talk to every day, we've all like, I guess, grown out of that trait, or at least trying to like better ourselves. We're not still in that same. And like personally for myself, I can say I matured a lot, not just from having a child, just from if I look at when I was 21 to now at 25. Right. I have matured a lot. Like some of the I still do a lot of stupid shit.
You know what's crazy?
Some of the stuff I don't do no more.
You know what's crazy? Nicole always said this, right? And she's always like, "Yo, like it's so fucking weird. Like I've never met like a guys group of friends that are like you guys. Like most of the guys I know are still fucking like maybe from her high school past or just like group guys that she know in college or something that are still like childish, that are still like doing dumb shit, that are still like super egotistic and like and
well,
then
let me be a narcissist real quick. Let me be a narcissist real quick. Y'all can thank me for that because every friend group I'm in, all you motherfuckers call me the fucking mom or dad of the group.
That's not true.
That is true.
I'm probably the most childish one in the group.
But you guys call me the mom or the dad of the group, and then all my other friends groups.
I come in with
that's me right there because
I come in with the most wildest shit.
Stupid. We can't be out here doing stupid shit. We're not fucking white. No offense to white people, but
I come in with the most racist jokes.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like more serious shit. Like we have to be responsible just in life. We're not white people. We're minorities. Cops aren't gonna look at us.
Well, let's not even go there. Let's not even
black, Asian, Hispanic, and
let's not
even just that, but just in general. You get what I'm saying? Like people, like in society, they're not gonna look at us the same way that they look at a group of fucking white kids going out.
Actually, no, I'm Asian, so we get the pass.
That's not true. Because Asians do wild shit too, so that's not true.
We good at math.
Okay, but you get my point. As minorities, we don't get the same pass.
And I live in OC, so you know what they thinking? He probably working at office in Irvine, which is in Austin. It's in Tustin,
but you get my point though. Like, as us being a group of minorities going out.
Oh my God! Hold up. Do we want to talk about these two fucking flies that is just bugging the fuck out of me? Ah!
But you get what I'm saying, bro. Like, they're not gonna look at us the same way that they look at a group of white kids going out to hang out. They're gonna, especially like, and I won't even use like my other friend group because most of us in my other friend group with DeAndre and them, it's all black people. So I'll use us when it's me, you, Eddie, and all them, and Henry.
Yeah, we're a little bit more.
It's a little more diverse.
Yeah.
But I'm the only black person, and I hate to be that dude to bring the race card, but all it takes is that one black dude, and then they see two Mexicans.
That's not true.
No, because all you gotta do is see me.
That's not true. All you
gotta do is see me. All you gotta do is see fucking Eddie. Bro. All you gotta do is see Red because he's tall, and then when he get drunk and get aggressive.
That's not true.
That's all it takes.
There was one time.
You know that's all it takes.
Bro, there was one time where we trying to head to the theater. This was in college, right? It was me. It was big ass CJ sitting on the passenger drive because he can't sit in the back. You know
he go to the school.
You know he can't sit in the back now.
Hey man, I haven't seen CJ in a minute.
I know. I know. I've been playing with CJ a lot.
He won my ass last time I played. Hey CJ, if you see this, I need you to run that 2K.
Oh, he killed you?
Yeah, we played like a year ago. The last time I played, or 2 years ago, he blew me the fuck out.
Anyways, but
we were drunk, so we need to play this sober, CJ.
It was me, CJ, and in back was Henry, and then I think two of my dorms. We got pulled over because I was going 85 and a 50, and the cops let us go. Because I was like, we're in a little rush, sir. I was like, excuse me, sir, we're in a little rush to get to our movies. We're a little late. He's like, you were going like 35 miles past the speed limit. I was like, yes, sir. I was just a little worried that I was missing the movie. I gave him a very, very, very kiss ass Asian voice.
But that's my point.
It worked.
But my point is that's not gonna happen every time.
It's not, because I got 3 speeding tickets.
But
after that?
And like I said, I don't want to be the race dude. Let's get off of this topic. But what if it was the other way around and y'all was going and CJ was driving? I guarantee you wouldn't have got off that easy. Even if it was just even if it was just you, Henry, and CJ in the car.
They were smoking in the passenger seat.
That's not the point.
I think
that's not my point. I get you, but you're not getting the point.
We got lucky that night.
Yes, but that's my point.
Because I got pulled over.
You got lucky. You got lucky. You got a good cop. Maybe a good cop. You got a cop that know that y'all were just some fucking college kids. Know that y'all weren't causing no trouble and didn't give a fuck. What if you got a racist cop that was being a fucking idiot?
I
have too. When I was in high school.
Actually, I'm not gonna say racist. I just
when cops are racist.
I'm not gonna pull that card, but I've gotten tickets. I got 3 speeding tickets. I got one cop that was. I actually, it's funny. I got 2 speeding tickets in a wingspan of a month. And the second speeding ticket, I legit bawled out crying.
Oh, you're a pussy.
And I played it.
What's wrong with this, man?
Bro, at the time I was broke.
I gotta stop using the N-word, but what's wrong with this?
I was broke. I worked 2 jobs. I was in college.
All the time.
And I had one speeding ticket in the pending.
Hold on. I'm still broke. But when we was younger, when I was like 18, 19, because I was like the first one outside of Eddie, and I think that's it. I was the first one. If I can include like all my friend groups, I think outside of Eddie and AJ, I was the first one to get a license. I got one before Jeff.
I was the last.
I got one before Jeff. I got one before DeAndre. I got one before Sunshine. Yeah, I was the first one, man. So like, I had a shit ton of tickets. I was broke, and I ain't never cried to the cop for no ticket. You a bitch.
Bro, you don't understand.
Bro,
bitch. I was going 96. I was going 96. Bro, shut up,
bitch.
I was going 96 at a 55.
I don't fucking care. I got speeding tickets before going that fast too. I ain't never fucking shed tears in front of a fuck that nigga.
Sometimes
either give me the ticket or take me to jail, nigga. You ain't go. I'm sorry, I gotta stop saying the word.
I wanted my Grammy that night. I wanted my Grammy.
Fuck him.
I wanted my
about to cry for this man.
Grammy. I wanted my Oscar. I wanted my fucking Oscar moment, okay? I wanted the trophy. I was going for it. I put on my Leo DiCaprio hat on.
Leonardo
DiCaprio hat on.
No, you're sick.
My Brad Pitt hat on. And I was like, let me get this Oscar. And he says,
SICK.
I'm going to give you this ticket, boy. And then I was like,
yeah, take that. I'm glad you took that L.
I did. All right, that's it. We're out for this one.
What's wrong with this, man? He cried to the police.
Yeah, I cried. I did. I played crying. I'm dead. Not dead. Fucking. I'm dead. I'm dead serious.
I bet the cop was laughing at this dude. Like, I know this man did not just try to fake cry for me.
Nah, he looked at me like this little motherfucker.
Like, what's wrong with you? You think I'm stupid?
No, I faked crying.
What's wrong with you,
I'm
man?
not even joking. I faked crying.
I wish I would have known that. I would have flamed you when it happened, man.
All right, man. That's it for Can't Tell Me Nothing podcast. Out every Saturday. My name is Try.
My name's Engerson.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and
Make
we're
sure you guys
out.
turn on those notifications as well. We'll see you guys next week.